This is exactly right.
The Hulu original series Furious is coming to Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus on July 27th.
Starring Emmy Rossum as Alice Black, Furious follows a rookie FBI agent on the hunt for Catherine, played by Lola Pettigrew, a mysterious and calculating female serial killer.
While Alice upholds justice, Catherine kills for it, terrorizing the rich and powerful men of New York in her pursuit of vengeance.
With secrets that change everything, Alice discovers there's a thin line between hunter and prey.
Watch the Hulu original series Furious on July 27th.
Streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
Goodbye.
Sometimes the hardest part of therapy is just getting started.
For real, which is why having help that's flexible, accessible, and easy to fit into your life matters.
And that's exactly what Talkspace is designed for.
Talkspace therapy and psychiatry is covered by most insurers, and most insured members pay a copay of $0.
Part of the mission of Talkspace is to provide quality care that is accessible and affordable, whether or not you're insured.
Talkspace has really made it just a kind of no-brainer to try therapy. If you're nervous about talking to someone, if you're nervous about the money, if you're nervous about leaving the house, you don't have to deal with any of that. They have covered it. And for me, like, that is best way to get into therapy. Take all the what ifs out.
You know you got to do it.
You know you do.
As a listener of this podcast, you'll get $80 off of your first month with Talkspace when you go to Talkspace.com/MFM and enter promo code SPACE80.
That's SPACE80. To match with a licensed therapist today, go to Talkspace.com/MFM and enter promo code SPACE80. Goodbye. You know that fantasy where you run into your ex while looking impossibly cute and wildly unbothered? Hill House makes the perfect dress for that moment. Or if you're just running errands. Hill House Home is the brand behind the viral nap dress, known for its signature smocking, ultra-flattering fit, and comfort that makes it a favorite for just about everyone. Celebrities like Taylor Swift, Olivia Rodrigo, Anne Hathaway, and Mindy Kaling have all been spotted in Hill House. These dresses are the definition of versatile, perfect for running errands in the morning and stylish enough for dinner or a party that night. And it's not all they carry. They started with bedding back in 2016, and now you'll find bathrobes, pajamas, children's clothes, and maternity, all with the cutest prints. And it's so true. The hardest time picking out one nap dress because the prints are so dreamy and beautiful. But now that I have it, I'm going to wear it all day, every day. I'm going to throw on my leather jacket at night and look like a total badass. Cowboy boots or cute heels, whatever it is, this nap dress can make it look classy. You look like that classy lady you see at the airport. Hill House makes fun fashion that makes you feel good. Get 15% off your first order of $100 or more at hillhousehome.com with code MURDER15. That's MURDER15 for 15% off at hillhousehome.com. Goodbye.
Hello.
Hi, friends.
Hey, welcome
to My Favorite Murder.
This is a podcast that asks and answers the questions.
There's like 4 questions.
Yeah.
You don't need to know what they are right now. Just know that within this next, what will probably be a 1 hour and
3 minutes.
Oh, I was going to say 32 minutes.
No, it's going to be 4.5 hours. And each hour will answer one question.
One question. It's going to be a lot like the Sphinx's riddle. What walks on 4 legs in the morning? Blue blue. Whatever. But more interesting than that. Less ancient.
Ancient shit's a fucking snooze fest.
It is so dull.
Yeah.
There's no video games back then. There's no gossip. Everyone just built pyramids.
Boring.
Pyramids. Boring.
Boring.
Until we find out they're spaceships that are going to take us off this hell planet.
And right. Or brought us here because we all did something bad on a different planet and now we're...
This is Jail Planet?
Fuck, are you kidding me? This fucking burning trash heap of a fucking, what did I call it on Instagram earlier? A trash fire atop the Rat King. The festering Rat King.
That would smell so bad.
You know what a Rat King is, right?
Yeah.
Hey, everyone, if you don't know what a Rat King is,
Google that shit.
go Google it and look at a photo.
Google image that shit.
Yeah.
And don't don't try to be intellectual about it and read about rat kings. No. You just get that picture right in your head.
And then use your imagination.
Also, find out for us if go onto Snopes and find out if they're real or fake.
It's real.
Is it real?
There's photos of it.
But you know how these days we live in a time where every single thing has now been proven false by BuzzFeed in some way?
Not our beautiful, beautiful rat king. That's the only real thing left in this world.
The truth, the rat king will rise up and save us all.
That's right.
Hurry the fuck up, rat king.
Rat king, my God.
Pick one direction to go, please.
Everyone together.
Together? You're facing the wrong direction.
Get it together.
Okay. So we have breaking news. We don't often have breaking news on the show, but this is about as breaking as the news can get for us. And it's the insane, incredible, actual survival story of a murderino.
That's right. And I mean, it blew me away. I started crying.
Of course.
So you guys, I'm sure you know at this point, and
everybody knows.
And you can find it on Twitter. And if you go to Billy Jensen's Twitter or our Twitter, my fave murder, the story is on there of this woman who fucking stayed sexy, and she fucking...
It's in Cincinnati, right?
In Cincinnati. She was so aware of her surroundings. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. It's not, and she's walking her dog, and she's 9 months pregnant. And she notices some fucking strangely acting dude and keeps a fucking eye on him. And he fucking comes at her, and she fights him off and screams and
to me, the smartest thing she did was when she knew he was following her, there was no mistake. She headed toward where there were people.
Yeah.
She headed toward a public pool. And that's when he started chasing her.
What I love about it, too, is that she wasn't even sure he was following her yet. But she was like, I'm not going that way. I'm going towards where there's people. Because, he wasn't even creeping her out yet.
Yeah, it was just like, head toward people. And when he started following her, chasing her, she said, I don't know you. Stay away from us.
She also started yelling at him before she was even aware that he was attacking her, which I think is the pepper spray first, apologize later. It's like, this person is making you uncomfortable when you're by yourself and you're a woman and you're not liking what's going on. You can start fucking screaming. It's okay.
You get to say whatever you want to get that person away from you. And also that establishes, it's like that thing, instead of saying help or whatever, people, when they say yell fire.
Right.
I think what she did was so brilliant of going I don't know you, get away from me, so that the people that were nearby could hear that this was not, could it be boyfriend and girlfriend? That thing that keeps people from taking action. Yeah. They're like, I don't want to get involved. Who knows what those two are doing? Yeah. It's like she declared what was going on.
Totally.
And then tried to fight him. He punched her, and then people were there to pull him off. And she took a fucking beating.
Dude.
And we've all seen the pictures. It's amazing. And
the baby's fine.
She's fine. The baby's fine.
They let home. I love that and also the dog is fine. And it's like, you get that boy. Don't go home. I mean, I get it.
But. The dog. But we're so, she said in the, she was interviewed by the news, and she gave this podcast credit for what she had in her mind of fighting him off and whatever. I mean, it was a really lovely thing that she said that, somehow this podcast has something to do with her survival, which even just the mere suggestion of that is amazing to us.
And it's like, no, you're the reason. And we're fucking it is this wild. When I was reading it, I was like, this is surreal that this little podcast that we just started for fun has become, and this happens on a fucking daily basis, but being amazed at what it's become and how many people it's inspired to go back to therapy or to go back to school for forensics or to connect with their sisters and stuff like it's just and meet new friends and do these beautiful
connect with people in their community.
That's right. And fight fucking assholes off.
And it's what you guys are making it with yourselves. Yeah. It's fine to give us credit. Of course, we love it and want it, but
need it really.
It's what you're bringing out of yourselves. It's what you're seeing in yourself and then keeping in your own mind. There are people who hear it and they don't, you know what I mean? It's what you're doing for yourselves. And I think that's the coolest part of it is that it's bringing something out of you that is about you.
Right.
And
we are so happy to be part of this community, but that's just all we are is part of it and to talk at you for 2.5 hours a week.
And so since, this woman, she didn't want her name mentioned in the press release that we read.
Yeah.
And so let's please respect her privacy. But as many people know, and she has posted, she has an Etsy store, called Spoons and Such, right?
It's so cute. Spoons and Such. And I was like, uh-oh.
Spoons and Such.
But then I looked at it and it's like the most gorgeous homemade jewelry. Not homemade. That sounds like macaroni on a fucking string.
Yeah,
it's not homemade in that way. It's handcrafted.
Yes.
Gorgeous fucking pieces of jewelry. It's incredible.
Friend of the show, Billy Jensen, the true crime reporter, he sent me the link because he wanted to make sure we knew it existed, and then sent a picture of a bookmark that he bought that said, "I fell asleep here." And it's a spoon that folds over the book page.
I love it.
It's so cool looking.
It's so cool. And the jewelry is gorgeous. I'm going, I don't buy myself nice things, and I'm going to buy myself a nice thing.
And she actually made a note. You'll see the note on there, but on that Etsy shop, she was like, "Please give me a break because I make all this myself."
She was like, "Thank you."
But I love the idea that you could do some early Christmas shopping and then support a fellow Marino and help her pay some of those medical bills.
Right. Or you know what? If you want to go wider, go to RAINN and you can donate there, RAINN, and, to survivors of domestic abuse and violence, and kind of makes you feel great. Last week, I donated money to the ACLU in my mom's name.
Yes, nice.
Because she's Republican. Did I tell you this? And I was in the worst because before that, I was so depressed. I was so depressed. And I was like, I just feel hopeless and this is horrible. And then I just kept thinking about my mom and how angry I am at her.
Yeah.
Because it's a personal thing.
Because everything's her fault.
She voted and she's the one vote that made him win.
Right.
So I just donated money and put it as a gift.
Yes.
And gave her email address. So she's definitely going to get an email that says, "Thank you for this donation, Janet, to the ACLU."
But the ACLU she must like that. They're for good.
They're for the best, but they don't understand. She doesn't understand.
Yeah. You know what, though? Good. It's not for us to make anybody understand. Let's protect ourselves. Let's make ourselves feel better.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. It felt like a really action.
It felt like a really positive, vindictive thing that I could do. And I was it definitely made me feel better after.
100%.
Yeah.
And just with a tiny jab.
Yeah.
Why not jab around if you feel like it?
Yeah, instead of screaming in her face about why she's killing the world.
Which people can't hear at this point.
Right.
But it really is a thing. If you are upset, if you're depressed, if you're freaking out, help someone out. If you're broke and you can't donate money,
phone calls, letter writing,
just take action, make a little list, do 3 things, make sure they're for other people, and do them anonymously, and you can build a good feeling back.
Yeah.
And then, everyone loves to quote that Mr. Rogers, look for the helpers quote. Be a helper. Take it a step further.
Karen, I love that.
Right? Because I think in this social media Twitter world we live in, we're like, I'm the queen of retweet it. Now you go do it.
Yeah.
That's how I am. But I think it's even better. It feels even better when you can be the person that's doing it and not just the person going, "Oh, good, I'm comforted because there's a helper."
Yeah.
Taking action in even the smallest way makes a huge difference.
I love that.
And stay fucking sane. Stay sane. Keep your feet on the ground.
Yeah.
Don't burn out energy with rage or any of those things. Just focus. Protect yourself.
Yeah. Mental health. We're gonna need our mental health because it's gonna be a long fucking fight, guys.
Yeah, that's right.
Speaking of justice, did we speak of justice? We did.
We shall speak of justice.
So all these fucking cold cases now, after the fucking Golden State Killer, now all these genealogy websites, there's 3 in the news recently in the past month that have been fucking solved because of ancestral DNA.
Yes.
So it's fucking incredible. Christy Mirak, who was a teacher who got murdered in 1992, the 1986 rape and murder in Tacoma of Michelle Welch, who was 12 years old. And then in British Columbia, Jay Cook and Tanya Van Cullenberg in 1987 were murdered. And those have all been solved by fucking familial DNA.
Yeah.
So everyone, we all need to go to the site, which is GED Match. That's the site where all of these have been sent to because it's public.
Oh, yeah.
So you can't do it at 23andMe.
Yeah, right.
So now I'm like, if everyone listening right now sends their fucking DNA to GED Match, maybe there's some second or third cousin You'll never even know about it. They're not going to call you. You've never even met that third cousin. They're probably an asshole. Maybe he's a murderer and you fucking helped just by putting your DNA in there, and you'll never even know.
Yeah.
And the company's called Parabon Nanolabs, which is the company that's been taking that DNA and testing it and like handing it over to the police to do the it's like, it's
how much money did they give you to say that?
100 nothings.
No, that's amazing. It really does feel like the wall is crumbling. It has that early 2000s, DNA like ding, ding, ding feeling.
How exciting. I mean, not exciting. How terrified are a bunch of murderers right now?
Yeah. Well, it's like, the net is finally closing in on some people.
I can't wait till some guy just goes to and is like, I did this thing. You're going to find out. Because I'm freaking out about this DNA. Like, I just did it.
That'd be amazing.
I'm just really excited.
And that guy is the Zodiac Killer. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God.
He's only 97 years old.
Well, there's this other fucking case.
The Doodler?
No. Oh, yeah, that's right. The Doodler.
They're close on that one. The last I read.
Okay. Well, no, this is the fucking dude. This is the fucking dude. This is the guy, the older man killed himself. They had no clue who he was when they ran his name through, it was like 2002, when they ran his name through the database to find out who he was because they couldn't get any prints or anything. It came up, his name, Joseph Newton Chandler III, came up as a boy who had died in 1945 at 8 years old.
Yes.
So he stole this fucking guy's identity, and they're trying to figure out why and who he was and why he was on the lam. And everyone, of course, is like, he's the Zodiac because he was in fucking Napa at the time.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, he's in the Bay Area.
But we don't know yet.
I love that. That's so also
good.
The fun part, that it's going backwards like that, where it's like, we got the guy, now we have to figure out where, like, match everything up.
Totally.
It's fascinating. No, it's such an exciting time. Not only because of that and all of those things, but also because somebody tweeted a picture.
Oh no, what?
On Twitter.
Oh God, what is it?
It is, okay, I'm going to say the people. It's a podcast called Boundary Issues.
Okay.
Never heard of them. Sorry, guys. And it doesn't really, it doesn't describe.
Did you just accidentally say shart?
I did say shart, but that's not what I was trying to say. They're out of Boston. The description on their Twitter handle is like brunch with your gal pals mixed with the worst anime you've ever loved. So whatever that means.
Sounds fun.
Boundary Cast.
Okay.
They were apparently looking for visual representation of my voice. And so they were looking on Google Images and they found a stock photo of me.
What?
And this is from...
Are you a stock photo model?
No. For some reason, this is a stock photo. Oh. Maybe somebody at this company was like, yeah, we got to get on this. We're going to make $1 million off this picture. No. This is from when I was 25 and I did the Bob Hope Young Comedian special. It was one of my first TV sets ever.
Oh my God, she's handing it to me.
And
wow, you are everything I've ever hoped you would be.
Okay, look at those speed eyebrows.
Those eyebrows? Yeah, those are, I've been sitting in front of the mirror plucking for fucking days.
Those are, they're straight up Myrna Loy style. I have OCD and I can't handle myself eyebrows.
But the hair is Midwestern soccer mom.
Well, but
it's like you're a goth mid.
I'm gonna stop you there.
Okay.
It was 1995.
Okay.
So the hair rules.
I know.
For
I had
the time.
Yeah, I had the hair. And then you put it up in little clips and you twist them and shit.
If I can put a headband and short hair, it didn't make sense. People are like, who is she?
Pomade? Why are you using pomade?
But here's what I love the most about this. A stock photo. Thank you. It's the key to my beauty is in that picture. I have, my lip liner is so far outside my natural lip line.
I'm going close up right now.
Because I have a cold sore that I'm trying to cover.
I see it.
Can you see it? So all of my lips, I have like implant lips in a way that I've never had before or since.
Well, now we know. Oh, yeah, you don't. Well, now we know you need a fucking filler.
You know, guess what though? It's too late.
No, dude, we can make you look like this again. But everyone's like, but wait, I don't get it. Like, it's like a weird this.
Yeah, because isn't that weird how different that makes my face look?
You look like such a little baby.
I was a real baby on
so
drugs.
Cute. Can I tell you something else that people found? Listen.
Is it bad?
No. Well, I don't know. You tell me.
Oh.
Someone in the Facebook group, which I totally secretly stalk, found a clip of you on like Jenny, what was her name?
Jenny McCarthy?
Show.
Her
and
sitcom.
a tattoo parlor.
That's right. That's probably, oh no, I'd say that's like 2 years after this stock photo.
Yeah, you got your hair all twisted up and shit.
Yeah.
And you're screwing the piercer.
Yep.
You say, and I watched it and I didn't tell you. I was like,
yeah, there's a handful, because I already found the wings clip.
right.
They'd always do something with my hair. The hair people would get their hands in my hair and be like, I can actually do something with this hair. So the wings clip, I have really big country western hair. And everyone's like, look at this wig. And I'm like, that's my hair. It's just hairspray in my hair. You can do anything.
I love it.
But the Jenny McCarthy one, it's like, it's kind of the Bjork 90s look where it's just naughty knots all over my head.
That's right.
And if
that doesn't look good on anyone but Bjork.
No.
Because then you just have a bald head.
Yes, you're bald. And I think they did it because it looked funny. Because I really,
Punk,
Punk, but also I'd like, when you have a round face, it's like clearly she shouldn't have that. Whatever. I mean, this is one of the many reasons why I hate television.
Yeah. This is our new sitcom. I mean, our new podcast.
Our new podcast called Let's Talk About My Hair in the 90s and the drugs that I was on. There's something about that picture, though. The idea that someone dug that up, there's something so delightfully terrible. It's like somebody getting your old yearbook.
But like, why is it a stock photo now? Why are they using it for stock?
I cannot explain to you.
It's good.
It's pretty amazing. What else? Do we have any other business?
I don't. We have a fan cult. Oh, are we posting this week on it? Finally? On the fan cult? I don't mean finally as in you. I mean, Steven. I mean finally as in us. We're getting our shit together. So we're posting the P.O. Box unboxing video on the fan cult and a live episode.
Yes, a live episode.
Which one is it? Milwaukee?
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
Night one
of Minneapolis.
Shit.
So,
Remember?
Or if you don't, go to myfavoritemurder.com, join the fan cult. You get a t-shirt and an enamel pin, and you can join all the forums, and you get a bunch of stuff like that.
You get to join another little club. It's the club inside the club.
Right. And as soon as I figure out how to join it, I'm going to start posting on the forum. But my dad is doing it in the meantime for me.
Marty is standing in for you. We'll try to get all the families involved.
That's right.
My sister would probably lurk.
Yeah.
For sure. But she wouldn't want anyone to know she was there. And yeah, those live shows, I think people are going to be excited because we've been asked for a long time. So we're going to start putting those up, on the reg. And then, of course, all kinds of wonderful content for you. Recipes and videos, songs, poems.
Steven's going to write a poem every week.
Oh, we haven't actually, what needs to go up ASAP, Steven, a picture of your new haircut. Steven has a summer look that actually is not that different than me in the stock photo in 1995.
Yeah. And it is a look as in like LEWK. Like it's got fucking attitude.
Talk to us about the haircut, Steven.
I mean, it was...
on Oprah.
No, I was a very self-conscious thing where I think I've seen a lot of photographs of myself with the huge beard and and the long hair, and I was like, you know what, it's time to freshen up. So
yes,
just back to the mustache, and just a nice little. It's getting hot in LA, so
you deserve it. You deserve a nice, take care of yourself.
It
makes you feel good.
It looks really good with the headphones on.
Yes,
we're gonna get the same haircut.
It's podcasting hair.
Mustache,
it's more realistic.
Mustache,
absolutely. I'll just stop shaving.
Yeah. I could do a mustache. I'd say in 4 days.
Well, you look great.
Yeah, we support you. We support your look, but also you need to start putting some content on the fucking fan called Steven.
Now that we got the compliments out of the way, what the fuck? Get your shit together.
Come on. Put your personal shit on there.
Steven! Are we... Right? Yeah, you're raising your hand.
Miss Hartzart?
Yes, Karen? Yes, Miss Kilgara?
Just this one thing, and this is local news.
Okay.
This is the local news segment of the show.
Yeah, Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. Hold on.
Are we going to talk about the very first episode we ever did? It's called episode number 1.
Oh, yeah.
We talk about, the first thing we talk about is a fucking dude who gets in a car accident on a freeway right near us and severs half of his body and lands on a fucking, what's it called? What do they call them?
The freeway sign, an
exit sign.
Yeah.
So that's it's like a kind of a theme. And now episode 100 and what is this? 20?
27.
Ooh, 127.
We're getting back to that same thing that we started in episode 1.
Because the 110 freeway
in Los Angeles
during rush hour. Okay.
Asshole.
This is like closing down the sidewalk in New York City.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even explain how much this is not
It's like
okay.
shutting down an entire airport.
Yeah.
Because this city sucks. And
This city sucks. It's planned terribly.
There's never not traffic.
It's crazy. And the 110 is basically how everybody gets downtown. Everybody.
So, and to get to work, if you're on the west side, if you're on the east side, if you work downtown, nobody cares.
It's a main artery.
Yeah.
This guy this morning during drive time gets up onto one of those freeway signs. Now, I like what and a couple people wrote this too. He's basically saying pollution is killing. Let's stop killing each other and get rid of pollution.
Definitely.
Great message. 100%.
And he was at least entertaining and funny.
Yeah, he was doing funny stuff. He was shirtless with some jean shorts. Of course, all the cops and firemen had to go up there and be like, dude, you have to get down. He's a protester. He's not doing it. They put those big, crazy stuntman air pillow things underneath the sign so that when he gets off, he has to just jump off.
Yeah.
And
or like if he just jump, then he can't hurt himself.
Yeah, like if he's crazy and he's going to, it's going to be a bad suicide situation. But instead, what he does is he kind of scuttles away from the cops that have climbed up onto this fucking sign.
Which also, like, they're fucking risking their own lives.
Yeah.
And they have so many other real emergencies to be tending to at that fucking moment.
Yeah.
So fuck this guy.
Especially in downtown.
Yeah. And it's 8:30 in the fucking morning. All these poor people have to go to fucking work.
Oh, I mean.
And I think pollution's a terrible thing,
it's
too.
Terrible.
But you're not. The story's about you being a dick now, not about pollution.
Well, because, it's a good attention getter, but the shockwaves. Also, if you do something like that and you shut down a freeway in LA, I'm surprised people didn't try to kill him. I mean, that's the kind of shit where like road rage is a real thing here. Yeah. And people, it wasn't just like, oh, some cars can go by on the side.
Stop the freeway.
Entirely shut down the 110.
Can you imagine?
Those poor people that live on those streets, like near USC.
Hate him.
But here's what's genius. He scuttles away from the cops when they're like, you have to get down. And then he goes over to the side and does a fucking backflip off of the street sign as if he's at the public pool.
Yep. And he's like, I'm going to prison for a while.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make this fun.
And maybe I'm still on some mushrooms from my mushroom party last night, whatever. But then the very end, and someone wrote this, it made me laugh really hard.
Yeah.
She wrote, it's so funny at the end because he kind of stays in the middle where he lands and the cops are trying to grab him to get him off.
Yeah.
And he has his hands in the air, but he's not getting off.
Yeah.
So they're trying to get on to get him off.
Yeah.
And it turns into a little bit of like a physical comedy bit. And it's like, and the girl that wrote it goes, those things are so fucking hard to get off of.
What an asshole.
It's so true.
I hate him.
The cops are you can tell they're livid and they're fucking just trying to arrest him.
Yeah.
And he's
sweating.
Like, bro, don't tase me, dude.
Oh my God. You know, that's some fucking poor girl named Stacy's ex-boyfriend and she's like so embarrassed right now. Or has someone like, I've gone on a Tinder date with that guy.
Yeah.
You know?
He left his shirt in my car.
That was so weird.
The shirtless guy that brought me to the to the restaurant.
He just hates shirts and pollution. Those are his two least favorite things. Okay.
He can't wear a shirt.
Every piece of furniture you own has a story.
Sometimes it's an heirloom, and sometimes it came with the house because it was too heavy to move.
If you're ready to start a new chapter with your home decor, there's Article.
Article makes it effortless to create a stylish, long-lasting home at an unbeatable price.
They take great care in curating their collection, focusing on pieces that stand the test of time.
We've talked about Article for a long time. There are pieces in that catalog that are so affordable that are room changers. And if you go through there and there's like a little something you don't even realize you need it until you see how they have stuff set up or what style combinations that they're doing, where they do the boho chic, there's mid-century, it's a little bit modern, it's something new. Like there's so many choices in there and it's not going to break the bank.
As someone who's interested in tons of different styles and time periods, Article covers them all in one place. I love that.
I know I've mentioned already how much I love my entryway table, but I swear to God, because the path that it's on, I pass it 4 times a day, and I love it more every time.
Article is offering our listeners $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
To claim, visit article.com/murder, and the discount will be automatically applied at checkout.
That's article.com/murder for $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
Goodbye. Let's be real. We don't all have time to keep up with the latest fashion trends.
Some of us want to look stylish but have someone else to do the shopping. That's where Stitch Fix comes in.
Their expert human stylists get to know your lifestyle and budget so they can pick pieces that actually work for you.
Stop shopping and get styled today at stitchfix.com/murder to get $20 off your first order.
That's stitchfix.com/murder.
Goodbye. Current you is trying to get through today.
Future you would like it if you thought about tomorrow every once in a while.
Now both versions of you can work toward the same goal with Acorns.
Acorns is a smart way to give your money a chance to grow. You can sign up in minutes and start automatically investing, even if it's your spare change.
The Acorns potential screen shows you the power of compounding and how your money could grow over time. You can quickly adjust how much you're investing every day, week, or month to make sure you're always building towards your goals.
Whether you're just starting out or thinking about settling down, Acorns supports your big and small goals across every life stage. Sign up now and Acorns will boost your new account with a $5 bonus investment.
Join the over 14 million all-time customers who have already saved and invested over $27 billion with Acorns.
Head to acorns.com/MFM or download the Acorns app to get started.
Paid non-client endorsement. Compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns.
Tier 2 compensation provided. Potential subject to various factors such as customers' accounts, age, and investment settings.
Does not include Acorns fees. Results do not predict or represent the performance of any Acorns portfolio. Investment results will vary. Investing involves risk.
Acorns Advisors, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/MFM.
Goodbye.
Who goes first this week?
That was breaking. Steve? New hair Steve?
What was last week? Oh, I think I went first.
Did you?
Wait.
Consulting the notes.
Who went
first? You go first.
I go first.
Yes.
Okay,
Karen's
this is
first.
Karen Kilgara.
Good night. I'm going to take a nap.
This is lip implant Kilgara reporting. You close your eyes, put your feet up above your head.
Like I do.
Georgia just turned into the letter L. Okay, so with all with the very bad feelings that are in a cloud around us, like pollution, like this terrible pollution. I will say this, coming home from Petaluma, having visited my family and then driving back down, this city
it's disgusting.
It's shockingly brown.
It's so brown. You don't even notice. You think the sky is blue and then you're like, well, that's actually not blue.
No. And it's like driving down the 5 when you get behind Burbank, and you're kind of like on that spot. So you get almost you get the pollution that's kind of in general, but then you get it all the way downtown too.
Yeah.
It's like the air is tan.
Yeah. It's
very disturbing.
It is.
So backflip, you were right. But why did I say that? Oh, because so with all the bad things that are happening, it's very good for us. Like I'm so happy I went and saw my family, got to see Nora, got to hang out with the fam, got to have a nice drive home and listened to about 40 episodes of the legendary podcast Criminal, which we've all listened to.
Yes.
So good. So many amazing stories. And of course, my favorite thing is when people are telling their own story firsthand.
Yeah.
In some way. And so this one I wanted to tell because I think we've all heard this story on Dateline and on all of the shows. But in this episode of Criminal, it's told firsthand from this woman's point of view who was in it and involved in it. And the whole thing is kind of as awful as the story is, it's also feel good, which we fucking need right now.
Well, we're not going to have that by the end of the episode because mine's not.
No, and I don't think people are coming here for the direct feel good.
Right.
But I just want, as I sat down, because I was going to do Georgia Lee Moses this week because I was in Petaluma and she's the 12-year-old girl who's still a cold case. She was murdered and left by the side of the road.
At the same time Polyclass was, but Polyclass got way more attention. Because
Polyclass's family was there. There are people who didn't know Georgia Moses was gone for a couple days. Like it's the difference in everything in those two stories is so stark and awful. But Georgia Moses still has friends who knew her from junior high. They have a Facebook page. They still talk about it. And they moved. There was a memorial next to the 101 freeway, which was near where her body was dumped. And when they just did a ton of reconstruction on that part of the freeway. They had to move moved the memorial and people were really, really upset. It's like, you can't just move this. This is meaningful. They moved it in front of the Petaluma City Hall, which I think is so beautiful and important. And like, just even doing that slight research made me happy.
Yeah, well, maybe that can be one of those cases that are finally fucking solved by ancestral DNA.
The thing is, I think in all these cases, or, you know, like a major part of it is that there's someone somewhere that's just fighting for it.
Still waiting.
And bugging people and saying, please test this, please test this.
Yeah.
Which we all know, and every time we do, you do them way more than me of the cold cases. So anyway, that's what I was going to do. And then when I sat down after all the news this morning and everything that's tough, I was like, maybe something less tough.
Yeah.
So this was a cool story to hear on Criminal. And also I got, there's a really good article in the Dallas News, that was reprinted from August 3rd, 2012. Okay. So this starts October 12th, 1984. And we're in Dallas, Texas. It's, a woman named Angie Samota she's a student at Southern Methodist University, which is right there in Dallas. And she is, you know, she's described by her friend and in every article or whatever. And this is a thing that we come up against a lot because, of course, the majority of stories that we hear are about blonde, beautiful women. That's a news get. If a blonde, beautiful mother is killed, you know, that's a story that everybody sinks their teeth into.
Right.
And so this is another one of those stories. She was in a sorority. She was a sorority girl. She was really fun and vivacious and lovely and beautiful, but she also was super smart. She was a double major in computer science and electrical engineering.
Holy shit.
So she clearly wanted to be like a computer person or knew that that was going to be the future.
Totally.
And so she, you know, that's why her friends called her a triple threat. And so basically the majority of this episode of Criminal, they're interviewing a woman named Sheila Gibbons Wysocki. And Sheila was Angela's roommate freshman year at SMU, we'll call it.
Okay.
I feel so uncomfortable using shortened terms for colleges as if I fucking went there or anywhere. But SMU.
You know, good old SMU. And then you like, go see snakes.
Herky.
Go herky sea snakes.
Did you call them the sea snakes?
Is that what maybe that's what they are.
That is what they are.
The sea snakes.
The Southern Methodist sea snakes. All that like alliteration, it really trips people up and then they lose the game.
And then they have to
sea snakes.
Sea snakes.
Okay, so Sheila and Angela are paired. They're roommates freshman year of college.
Okay. And
as you know, vivacious and outgoing as Angela is, Sheila, she's a psych major. She's a little bit more introverted, a little more cautious, really not the same type. She doesn't drink. And when they first lived together, Angela had a boyfriend that she hated, that Sheila hated. Okay. And was like, ugh. So, but then Angela broke up with that guy, and then the two of them started hanging out all the time. Okay. And so Sheila tells a lovely story of how they used to go drive down a place called Forest Lane, where basically you just drive around. That's how you met guys in that area, which is so cute and so country. Like it reminded me of in Petaluma. We had in the 80s in high school, there was cruising. You just drove up and down the boulevard.
It's like, let's see who's out right now.
Yeah. And like yell into other people's cars and then just drive away. That's how I always did it. So you'll think of me later. Bye. So anyway, that's what they did. And that, you know, Sheila has all these fond memories of how fun they were. And that when they would, like when their groups of friends would party, Sheila was just the designated driver. So she still hung out and had fun, but just was kind of more on the more conservative side. Yeah. Then when the next year, Angie decides she wants to be in a sorority. She doesn't want to live in a sorority house because she started dating a new guy. His name's Ben. He's older. She wants to be able to like kind of live a more independent life. So she moves into a condo off campus. Okay. But she and Sheila still stay in touch and are still friends. So in the weekend of October 12th, 1984. It's the big game between again, even saying their full name.
The Sea Snakes versus the...
It's the sea... No, this is now... well, you know the mascot for the University of Texas, of course, the famous...
Cowboy boot.
The fighting cowboy boot going up against the University of Oklahoma.
And they're fighting tumbleweed. The cowboy
boot just kicking the tumbleweed's ass.
Yeah.
The tumbleweed coming in and putting little spikes down the boot.
Yeah, or just
later.
like making everyone kind of depressed. Just by blowing by and being like, oh, that kind of sucks.
Quitting the game, just quitting the football game because they're bummed out.
Keeps going.
Good job, tumbleweed.
Did you see really quickly, there's like this town that got overran by tumbleweeds?
Yes.
Was it like Vegas or Nevada somewhere?
Yes, it was somewhere
Arizona.
Like
somewhere where that has tumbleweeds, okay, everyone? It's like the creepiest fucking thing.
Look it up. There's video.
And it's like 2-story houses and the tumbleweeds reach the second fucking story. And it kind of just makes you think of like, it looks like spiders. Like,
it's crazy.
Anyways.
It's such a good video. It's just like someone driving in a car and then these humongous, not like one tumbleweed that crosses the road in a Western, huge tumbleweeds that are just piling up that they're like, can someone come and get these out of our yard?
It's
good stuff.
Surreal.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, of course, the boots are kicking the tumbleweeds' asses. No, I don't know. This was like a famous game. It was called the Red River Showdown. And it was also the same weekend as it was the opening weekend of the Texas State Fair.
Okay.
So there's a shit ton of people out and about. And so Angie wants to go out and she gets her friend, Anita Kadala, and she goes bar hopping. And they call a guy that Angie had met previously, also at a bar, and his name is Russell Buchanan. Now, Russell Buchanan's older than them. They're sophomores. He's graduated. He's 23. He's getting ready to go to graduate school. He's an architect. He's studying, or he's got his degree in architecture, and that's what he's going to become. So he's not, I think
not a frat boy, kind of.
No, exactly. He's kind of like a cool older guy that they met, and it's like, come drink with us.
Yeah.
And then Angie's boyfriend, Ben, he didn't go out that night because he had to get up. He was a construction company manager. So he had to get up really early in the morning. So he's like, no, you go have your fun. So, they went bar hopping that night, and everywhere they went, people said she knows everybody everywhere. She became the social chair of the sorority she joined. Oh, wow. So she was just kind of like one of those people. Yeah. And so around 1 a.m., they go home. So Angie drops off, first she drops off, Russell at his house, which is a 5-minute walk from her apartment. Then she drops off her friend Anita. Then she drives over to her boyfriend Ben's house. That's about a half an hour away, just to say goodnight. And basically it sounded like she said, like, you're a nerd for not coming out with us. Whatever, cuteness. Then she drives home.
Okay.
At about 1:45 in the morning, Ben gets a call and Angie's saying, talk to me. I'm freaked out right now. There's a guy in my house. And he's just waking up. He doesn't get what's going on. And she's trying to talk to him in code at first. And he doesn't understand what she's saying. And then finally she says, I'm freaking out because there's a stranger in my house. And she basically says some guy knocked on the door and asked if he could use the bathroom and use the phone. And so I'm really scared.
And she let him in and she's like, let's just pretend we're on the phone while he's here until he leaves. Stay on the phone with me.
Exactly.
Oh no.
Yeah, exactly. So as he's starting to catch on and going, wait, what? Right as he's asking her, like, how did you meet this guy or whatever, the phone goes dead. So he calls her back. There's no answer. He starts freaking out, drives over to the apartment. And because of his job, even though it's 1984 and this is pre-911, pre-DNA, pre-cell phones, he has got a cell phone in his truck because he's this construction site manager. So in the episode of Criminal, they say the cell phone took up like almost the entire like front dash of this truck, but he did have a phone in his car. So he just kept on calling her on his drive over. And of course, no one answered. So he gets there, the door's locked, no one's opening the door, he's knocking, no one's responding. So he goes back, calls the police. He has to call information to call the police. And the police show up. And there's in the Dallas News article I read, there's a police officer who says she was on the case and she was 20 years old she was like a rookie herself. Yeah. And they had this crazy weekend because there's so many more people in town than normally are. Right. And then they get this call and she says the second they pulled into the apartment complex, she had a bad feeling and it just kept getting worse. And she was like, it was the worst feeling. Oh my God. So they get the manager's key. They open Angela's apartment door and her partner, as she's walking around the front, she's seeing Angela's shoes in the kitchen and looking around there and she hears her partner in the back bedroom saying, she's back here. Oh. And Angela's murdered body is laying nude on her bed. She's been stabbed 18 times.
Oh my God.
This is really graphic. She was stabbed so violently that her heart was outside of her chest.
Oh my God.
Just horrible. And that woman who is the officer says, she says she's never forgotten.
No.
And you wouldn't. And yeah, it's just worst case scenario. So the police collect the blood and semen samples, from this crime scene. They scrape her fingernails and they keep all that evidence. But it's again, 1984. Right. And immediately, of course, there are three very obvious suspects that the police identify. Ben McCall, Angie's current boyfriend, Russell Buchanan, the guy that was out with them at the bar that night. And then that ex-boyfriend of Angie that Sheila did not like, who actually threatened Angie with a knife when they broke up.
Oh my God.
So, Sheila's instincts were right. But they find that the blood on the scene was the blood type non-secretor. Right. Which was the way they typed it back then. And Angie's boyfriend, Ben, and the bad ex were both immediately cleared because they were secretors, but Russell Buchanan is a non-secretor.
Shut up.
So the cops are immediately like, this is our guy.
A secretor is defined as a person who secretes their blood type antigens into body fluids, and secretions like the saliva in your mouth and mucus in your digestive tract and respiratory cavities. Basically, what this means is that a secretor puts their blood type into these body fluids. Okay. So a non-secretor is someone who doesn't have their blood type in their body fluid.
So you can't type it through fluid. Right. Or they couldn't at the time.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think that they still can't because they don't secrete it. But
we haven't evolved. All right. Okay, so it's all about Russell Buchanan now. Okay. And his story is a little weird.
Okay.
Because when the cops show up at his apartment Monday morning to say that Angela Samota is dead and has been murdered, Russell Buchanan acts like he has no idea and hasn't. And the cops are like, so you haven't watched the news and you haven't read the newspaper. And he's like, no, actually, the morning after I got dropped off, I woke up really early. I went to my friend's wedding. I left from my friend's wedding for a trip to visit my family in Houston that I've had planned for a while. And I just got back. When I got back Sunday night, I immediately started working because I had a bunch of work to do. Yeah. I don't know anything.
That doesn't seem that weird, right? I mean,
well, yeah, from his point of view, but the cops see it as, you got dropped off and then you left town. That's all they are seeing. And so they're like, and you're a non-secretor. Right. So they bring him in and they give him a lie detector test and he passes it. And that, of course, they're like, what happened? How did this happen? This is the guy, clearly. And so they put him under surveillance and they're watching him. And over the next 6 months, they bring him in repeatedly to question him and to test his story and to talk about that trip to visit his family and over. And as that happens, and he doesn't call a lawyer because he's trying to be, he's trying to work with the police and he's trying to help the case. But finally, his family says, you have to call, they're just going to pin this on you. So you have to get a lawyer. Yeah. He decides to do that when the police say, actually, we don't think your lie detector test, we don't think you passed it. We looked at it again and it's inconclusive. And that's when he knew, like, this is going to get bad for me. So he lawyers up and the lawyer basically calls the lead detective and says, release my client or charge him. And so they have to release him. Then the cops find out that Russell's about to leave the country because he's going to graduate school for architecture in London. So now they're like, we've got to get this guy. What the fuck? So they start talking to Angela's friends and, and they meet Sheila, and Sheila tells them, Sheila knows all about Angie's other friends and about her life. And they start talking to Sheila more and more, and finally convince her to go out to dinner with Russell and ask him about all the details of that to see if his story is the same. She wears a wire.
Sting operation.
Yes.
That sounds fucking awesome.
They put a wire on her, and she, in the criminal episode, goes, the one thing I did wrong was that I rode in his car to the restaurant. Where I was like, holy shit. So she goes, I realized as I was doing that was a bad idea. But she basically had dinner with the person she thought murdered her.
She thought he did it.
Yes, she did. And she was basically asking all the questions they told her to ask. And his story was consistent. It was the same thing.
I don't think it's him.
He said all the same stuff. And so they basically, when it came time for him to go to London to go to graduate school, he left.
Okay.
And the case goes cold.
Okay. I really don't, I'm like, keep waiting to remember this story, and I don't know it. And I'm excited. And I also don't think he did it.
Okay.
But that's my guess right now.
Okay. I like a mid-story guess.
Okay.
Just to be like, cause in these things, anything can happen.
That's right.
So, sorry, I have to catch up to myself. Fuck does that say?
Anything can happen. There's a moth flying around, and I apologize.
Oh, that's right. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, the police told Sheila before she wore the wire and had dinner with Russell that he had failed his lie detector test, and that he had fled the city after the murder. They basically told her the story and really hit the narrative of like, this is our guy.
Yeah.
And we need to get this guy before he leaves for London.
Yeah.
So when they can't get any evidence and there's nothing to prove, and he is able to leave for London and go to graduate school, they all kind of just go, that was the guy. And nothing else is ever investigated. And, Sheila can't go back to college. Yeah. She can't deal with it. And she drops out of college. 2 years later, she meets the man who will be her future husband. And they end up, moving to Tennessee together, to Nashville, I believe, or Tennessee, I should say. Mm-hmm. How would I fucking know where they moved? They moved to Tennessee, and they have 2 sons. Okay. And
I think her new husband did it.
What about the sons? So she's living there, and she's got her life there, but it's always bothered her that her friends never gotten justice.
She's the one who solves it. I know this. I don't know what happens. I just remember reading about her, but I don't know what happens.
This is the feel-good part.
I love her.
Okay. So, it really bothers her that Russell Buchanan is in London. Now I think at some point he comes back. He becomes a very successful architect. And she's really pissed about it. Yeah. And she's like, my friend who could have been a genius computer, whatever she wanted, is dead. No one's paying for it. And this guy's living his life, and he's the guy. Yeah. So she then, at one point, she joins a Bible study group. And the way she tells the story is that one night in bed, she was trying to get her reading done for this group. Mm-hmm. And out of the corner of her eye.
How boring. Can you imagine? Just trying to read the Bible in bed.
Oh, hello. That was all my entire childhood. Oh. Theology. We got taught that shit in high school.
That sounds so boring.
I don't know any of the presidents, but we could talk about fucking Samuel 5:35 all day. I don't know if that's an actual chapter or
is that a beer? I think it's a kind of beer.
Yes, Samuel the Great is, and lo, the dark brew.
Washed among your hair and conditioned it,
and ate fishes and loaves,
and it conditioned the world,
and lo,
amen,
my only begotten son. So she's sitting there trying to get her reading done, and she says she doesn't know if she fell asleep or if it was a vision or what, but she knows for a fact that suddenly Angela's standing next to her bed. And that's when she knew it's time to stop thinking about this and do something.
Yes.
And she, right that moment, picks up the phone and calls the Dallas police.
Wow.
And says, my friend Angela was murdered in 1984. Nothing's ever come of it. What is somebody going to do something? And she, from there, begins to call the police. In a 1-year period, she called the Dallas police 750 times.
Holy shit.
She just kept calling, and she knew, she said, it wasn't like she was demanding or angry.
Yeah.
She basically was begging and just saying, please open the case. Please look at the evidence. Can someone please do something?
When you hear those stories about the longtime ones, you just hear that, like, yeah, they don't call and yell. They, like, the dad will just call and be like, just reminding you I'm still here.
Yeah.
Hey, hi, how are you? Send Christmas cards.
Right.
Just want to let you know, like, just not letting it get out of your mind.
Right, because, and as everyone knows, the police have current cases to solve on top of these cold cases. And this was back, so now it's the 90s, the 2000s. Sorry, it's the 2000s. And they still didn't have a cold case unit.
No, that's like a pretty new thing for a lot of places, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
So she's basically calling to say, hey, this old thing that, like, you don't even have time for, can you please make time for it?
Yeah.
So every time she would talk to a different detective, every time she'd get bounced around, she was known as the PETA, the pain in the ass.
The pain in the ass is trying to get her friend's brutal murder solved.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
No, but I mean, you're right. Okay. At one point, one of the policemen that she ends up talking to on the phone tells her, some cases just aren't meant to be solved. And she thinks, she thinks to herself, this one is going to be. And that's when she, because of the murder and the way it affected her life, where she lived with her family was in a gated community because she felt so unsafe all the time. And she would, when she was calling these cops in Dallas and talking, she would talk to the guy that was the head of the security of where they lived, their neighborhood where they lived. And at one point, and she was complaining she couldn't get any movement, that she would ask them, or tell them about stuff, and they didn't seem to care. And the man who was the head of the security at this gated community said to her, I can sponsor you and you can become a private investigator and you can start looking into this yourself. Because back then you needed a sponsor and then you had to take a test. And so she was like, that's what I'm going to do.
I love him.
Love him, love her. And he, how cool of him to realize this is a woman on a mission that needs help.
Totally.
And he's like, I'll sponsor you. Do this thing. So she said, she talks about it on Criminal that she studied like it was a Harvard entrance exam.
Oh my God.
She had her sons quoting like civil law to her. They still remember it to this day as adults. And she basically took this test and became a private investigator herself.
Wow. Because then you can get the case files, right?
Yeah. And she has all this access and there's much more respectability with the police.
Right.
When she's calling, she's not just some lady.
Totally.
Suddenly she's an investigator that's there. And she also had to work on, when she first started as a private investigator, she was doing like cheating cases and all those kinds of things. But the only reason she got her license was to solve Angela's murder.
Okay.
So, but she's actually working as a real private investigator simultaneously.
That's so cool.
She actually, her quote, there's an amazing quote in one of the articles I read where she said, the FBI has nothing on a worried mother. I'm a better investigator.
Oh.
So in 2006, after years and years of calling, and she made a war room in her house where she like had all the evidence, and she had finally gotten a hold of a detective named Linda Crum. And she said in her first conversation with Linda, she knew it was going to be different because suddenly somebody was listening and they were talking, and there was, this was now a world where cold cases were a thing you went into, and that was becoming a department and all that stuff. So she talks to Linda. Linda finds out that they have blood samples, they have fingernail scrapings, they have semen. And Linda's like, we're going to send it to the lab.
Hell yes, you are.
Yeah. And in 2008, they get a hit and they find out that the DNA at the crime scene belongs not to Russell Buchanan and not to anybody that they investigated, but to a man named Donald Andrew Bess, who was in 2008, when they found out, serving a life sentence in Huntsville for rape.
Oh my God.
He had been out on parole for rape in 1984. He saw Angie the night that everybody was out in Dallas for the big weekend, and became fixated on her. He followed her home and knocked on her door and asked if he could use her bathroom and use her phone, gained access to her apartment, which at the time, and this was a product of the day, but I'm sure he was very polite and very friendly and probably acted worried. The man was 6 feet tall.
Wow.
And weighed 350 pounds.
Holy shit.
There's no need to you don't open a door for somebody like that.
Yeah,
Somebody
now
like
we
that,
know, like, you don't even open your door.
You don't open the door.
You don't say, no, you can't come in. You just don't open the fucking door.
You don't open the door, and there's no reason that a man like that needs your help personally.
Yeah.
He could go to a gas station. There's lots of other places.
Anything.
So anyway, but at the time, she's just back in from the club. It could have even been that thing where she gets in, turns around, shuts the door, and then there's a knock.
Yeah. She thinks it's someone like her neighbor.
Yeah. Or, somebody that just passed her in the, there's the way your mind goes. You're like, this is fine.
Yeah.
But then once he's in the apartment, she immediately gets the bad feeling.
She's like, what did I fucking do?
Yeah. So she calls her boyfriend. And again, pre-911.
Yeah.
You can't, if there's no emergency things set up to help you and support you, you don't know what else to do.
It's also that thing of like, I'm like, well, she should have just walked out of the house, and like left. But it's like, yeah, you don't.
And go where though?
To knock on the neighbor's door. I don't know.
Yeah, but I like that. Knock on the neighbor's door, or just grab your keys and get into your car.
Right. But the thing of like, I don't want to leave this stranger alone in my house. It's like, at this point, if you've got some worry going on, just get the fuck out of there. Your shit will be fine. Grab your cat and get out of there.
Yeah. Yeah. So what the police theorize is that he gained access to her apartment, surely by being charming and nice. And then once he got in there, he attacked her. And when Ben got to the apartment and knocked on the door,
he was still in there.
They think that's when he stabbed her to keep her quiet. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So in June of 2010, Russell, they tried Donald Bess for capital murder. The jury deliberates for 1 hour.
Yeah.
And this is after the defense. It's very upsetting. Sheila talks about this in the episode of Criminal. The defense brought out her outfit and talked about how she was dressed provocatively and that basically she was asking for it.
In 2008?
Yeah. They completely tried to destroy her reputation. They tried to talk about her. They tried to act like she was getting around town type of stuff.
Can you imagine being on that jury and just being like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it's almost like them convicting in an hour is telling the defense, fuck you.
Yes, it is.
That was not a fucking defense.
That's exactly right. And this DNA match was almost 100%.
Yeah.
It was astronomical.
It's almost like they weren't even saying he raped and murdered her. They were saying
she deserved it.
Right. Well, how he couldn't help himself.
Exactly
because
right.
of her.
Exactly right. And that jury came back and was like, no.
How about go fuck yourself?
How about he gets the death sentence?
Yeah?
Yeah. He's found guilty. He's given the death sentence. Sheila drove 650 miles from Nashville to Dallas to be there for the trial.
Oh my God.
With her older son.
Oh.
Yes. And then Donald Best is still on death row, and he just lost his most recent appeal. 2 years after he was convicted, in February of 2012, Russell Buchanan met Sheila Gibbons Wysocki, and because they both went to Dallas to film the episode of Dateline about Angela's murder. And when Sheila met Russell, she said to him, I need your forgiveness. And then she explained everything that she did to help the police try to convict him. And she explained how, they told her he'd failed. That basically the storyline was that he was guilty and they needed help getting him.
And she always thought he was guilty.
She always thought he was guilty. And Russell Buchanan said to her, you are just doing what you thought was right for your friend. And then when Russell Buchanan's name was cleared entirely, the Dallas police apologized to him. The current investigator pulled out his file and said, you've really been through something. And he was quoted as saying in the Dallas News that, quote, It wasn't their fault. If that was your daughter that had been killed, wouldn't you want the police department to use whatever means necessary to find the truth? I would. As far as I'm concerned, the Dallas Police Department does not owe me an apology. They never did. I'm grateful for the work and the service they did. That's it, period. How fucking rad is that guy?
Oh my God, yeah.
And the part that I love the most, Sheila Wysocki, I hope I'm pronouncing her last name right, but I think I am. She now has her own private investigation firm in Nashville called Without Warning. And she started out she was only doing it for her friend Angela so that she could solve that murder. She said that she gets thousands of calls from families with cold case murder cases that they need help with. And she works on about 5 a year.
Oh my God.
And, when it is the kind of final moment at the end of the episode of Criminal, Phoebe, what's her last name?
Phoebe Judge.
Yes.
I love her so much.
Phoebe Judge with the greatest.
I'm a Phoebe Judge.
I'm a Phoebe Judge. And this, she's so human. Yeah. She's so good at it. So good at that good radio stuff.
Yeah.
Phoebe Judge says, why did you think you could do this? And Sheila goes, I didn't, but I had to try. She deserved it. And that is a fucking horrible story that is also so beautiful of a person who just did something.
That is incredible. Let's end this episode now. I won't do one this week. Or can we edit this so that yours is the end?
No, just tell yours.
Okay.
Tell it.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, good job.
And good job, Phoebe Judge.
Good job, Phoebe Judge.
Sheila and Phoebe really gave me I was driving down the 5 just being like, this is the best story of all time.
This is it.
This is beautiful.
God. Okay, I'm going to pee.
Let's be real. We don't all have time to keep up with the latest fashion trends. Some of us want to look stylish, but have someone else to do the shopping. That's where Stitch Fix comes in. Their expert human stylists get to know your lifestyle and budget so they can pick pieces that actually work for you. Stop shopping and get styled today at stitchfix.com/murder to get $20 off your first order. That's stitchfix.com/murder. Goodbye. Capture your favorite summer feeling with Pandora Jewelry. Discover a collection inspired by the sunshine, freedom, and unforgettable moments that make the season so special. Whether you're planning a weekend getaway, gathering with friends, or simply soaking up every sunny day, Pandora Jewelry offers meaningful pieces designed to celebrate your unique story. From sun-kissed metals that catch the light beautifully to personalized pieces ready to be engraved with your summer mantra, every detail is crafted to help you express yourself with confidence and style. Explore charms, bracelets, rings, necklaces, and more, thoughtfully designed to complement every adventure and occasion. Each design moves with you from beach days and road trips to rooftop dinners, golden nights, and every memory in between. Layer your favorite looks, mark life's meaningful moments, and create lasting reminders of a season you'll never want to forget. Find the pieces that reflect who you are and where this summer takes you. Shop Pandora Jewelry's new summer collection in-store or online at pandora.net and let your summer unfold. Goodbye. This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Every successful small business starts with someone saying, I wonder if people would actually buy this. Squarespace gives you everything you need to find out. From consultations to events and experiences, you can showcase your skills with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business. With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a beautiful, professional online presence that perfectly fits their brand or business. Get paid on time with professional invoices and online payments. Plus, streamline your workflow with built-in appointment scheduling and email marketing tools. Head to squarespace.com/murder for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code MURDER to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Goodbye.
What?
When you were in the bathroom, you texted Danielle.
I'm always working. Do not get
Are we recording?
Dinky. Yeah. Oh.
Georgia did it again. We took a break. And then Georgia got some work done in the bathroom.
Sitting there peeing. What else am I supposed to do?
I just love it because she goes downstairs and then I get a notification on my phone as I'm sitting up here.
Georgia texted so-and-so.
I love it. You can't. Also, I think it's making me laugh because we cannot get away from each other.
We can't get away from each other. I can't turn it off. It's just a constant thought of everything.
It's constant.
Busy.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Okay.
Fun stuff.
All right. I am doing The Lake Bodom murders.
Lake what?
Bodom.
Oh.
Do you know them?
I don't. Not by title.
All right, here we go. Lake Bodom is in Finland.
Okay.
Okay, you there? It's so the capital of Helsinki. Just outside of that is a town called Espoo, and then out in like right outside on the outskirts of that is this like beautiful lake called Lake Bodom. People go camping and fishing and hiking, and it's just like a beautiful, safe area. Okay. So the Lake Bodom murders is the most famous unsolved homicide in Finnish criminal history.
Wow.
Unsolved, as I like to do.
Yeah, as you like to do.
Okay, so Saturday, June 4th, 1960. Here we are.
And an oldie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's two teenage couples that decide to go camping. One is 15-year-old Meli Bjorklund. And so she's 15. Her 18-year-old boyfriend is named Nils Wilhelm Gustafsson. They've been dating for about a month. And then their friends, Anya Tuliki Maki, she's 15 also, and she's with her boyfriend about a year. His name's Seppo Boisman. He's 18. So two 15-year-old girls, their 18-year-old boyfriends. They set up camp, they hang out, they fish, they drink some booze, did fucking like teenage camping shit.
Totally.
And then they go to bed that night in the tent. And before I realized what the real name is of this kind of tent style, I just wrote Snoopy style tent. But it's a pup tent.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Where like you just like hang a rope and you put it over it and so it's like kind of Wes Anderson movie kind of a style, more than like a tent. Like you're not like today's camping.
It's not high ceilings. It's very it's basically just an upside down V on the ground.
Exactly, with some like string hanging there and here and whatever the fuck.
Got it.
So, all right, they go to sleep. The next morning at about 11 a.m., a hiker comes upon the teens' campsite.
Oh, this poor hiker.
I know. Well, actually, I of course looked in the My Favorite Murder email to see if anyone had sent us anything about it. And one woman sent us an email, a murderino, and she was like, the truth about this is my two aunts actually found the bodies, but like all this shit happens and this guy gets credit for it. So.
Oh no.
But it's like she was like, they don't really need the credit.
Yeah. Credit is an odd word.
Right.
Yeah.
So this guy comes across the tent and he sees that it's collapsed, it's bloody and ripped up. And upon closer investigation, he realizes that all four teens are tangled in the tent and one of the teens is laying on top of it, bloodied. Ugh. He fucking takes off, calls the police. They come and they find that tangled in the tent, the dead and bloodied bodies of Mila, Anja, and Seppo, so the two girls and one of the boys. And on top of the tent is the badly injured body of Nils. He's unconscious, so he's still alive.
Wow.
Investigators surmise that while the teens were sleeping in the tent, the two boys on the outside, the girls on the inside,
that's sweet and innocent.
I know. It sounds innocent to me. Like,
yeah,
they had been attacked by someone outside of the tent with a knife and a blunt object. So the killer had apparently first cut the ties, so the tent collapsed. So the kids are probably confused, and then just starts fucking blindly hitting and stabbing at the people in the tent. So who knows if he even knew who was inside of those tents.
Wow.
So, then through the fabric, Nils, who's the only survivor, somehow managed to kind of start to come out of it. But he survives, but he sustained a concussion, fractures to the jaw and facial bones, and bruises to the face. But he lived. But he was unconscious that whole time. So it must have been kind of bad, right?
Yes.
So his girlfriend had received the worst of the attack, Mila. She was found undressed from the waist down, but they don't know if she had gone to bed that way or if that had happened later. They could never figure that out.
Right.
And she had been stabbed multiple times after her death. So it was kind of overkill for her, although the other two who were dead had only received, what they needed to be killed, which who the fuck knows for sure.
Right. But it's just, it's obvious to the police that one person got attacked more.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But then again, it's maybe she was on closer to the person who was doing the hitting and stabbing.
Yeah, but then when you add in but her boyfriend is survived, even though he's injured, that's bad.
And her pants are gone.
Yeah.
That's bad too.
Bad.
Okay. So before the teens had been found that morning at 11, at 6 a.m., there were some boys and they were out bird watching. They went towards the tent because they saw the motorcycles that the teenage boys had driven up in, and they saw the collapsed tent and they saw a blonde man walking away from it, but I don't think they realized anything was wrong, so they just kept moving, but later told the police about that, and they gave a description of the killer. So while Nils is transported to the hospital for treatment, investigators call upon the fucking town to come help find the murder weapons and other items that have been taken from the scene.
Oh no, crowdsourcing?
Yeah.
Oh.
So this fucking crime scene and surrounding area gets motherfucking trampled. Of course.
That's how they used to like to do it.
Yeah. They say, can we get more boots over here, please? Can we get the Texas cowboy boots?
Well, and it's the funny argument of like when people are like, what is this true crime trend or whatever? It's like, are you kidding me? Read any of these stories. The town always shows up and tries to grab shit and take it home, like since the 1500s. Yeah. It's like a human instinct to go to the work.
This is a brick from the fucking hovel that fucking so-and-so was murdered in.
Jesus. The oldest murder.
He was, yeah. Shit. Okay. So.
Jesus was murdered by your sins. We can talk about it after the show.
Let's edit that out. Okay, wait, hold on. So hundreds of people scouring the area, but they can't find the murder weapon, and murder weapons are never found, and they just fucking contaminate the whole crime scene. The killer had taken several items from the campsite, which detectives couldn't really put together and figure out why. So they took the keys to the victims' motorcycles, but they left the motorcycles behind. And then there were tracks of blood that showed that the killer was wearing Nils' shoes, the kid who survived. Was wearing his shoes when he committed and left the murder scene. But the shoes were discovered partially hidden a little over 500 yards from the murder site, along with some of the other stolen clothes. But some stuff was completely gone, like Seppo's leather jacket. So to me, it almost sounds like the killer grabbed a fucking bunch of shit and wandered off, tried some stuff on later, left some stuff behind.
Yeah.
Kept what he wanted.
Or if we're still playing in the realm of Nils might be.
Yeah.
Then he set it up. He did it, then realized all that would be recognizable, shoe prints and stuff.
Right.
And then tried to go hide his shoes.
Yeah. Or there's all these possibilities. And it's also hard because a lot of these articles are written in Finnish. So the stories, there's...
You don't speak?
No.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
I know. I'm embarrassed.
Didn't people when we were in Scandinavia tell us that Finnish is the hardest language?
That they don't even understand it sometimes. Yeah. Yes.
So cool.
I know. So based on the description of the boys who were bird watching, as well as, Nils then gets he can't remember anything, so he gets put under hypnosis.
Wow.
And he tells the detectives all this information, and a creepy sketch is drawn of the potential killer. Okay, so here's some creepy sketches, and you can see them on our Instagram account or our Twitter account.
No.
He just looks... What does he look like?
Well, the eyes are too big. That looks like...
Okay, but just...
It looks like someone has, it looks like when people mess around with their selfies and give themselves oversized eyes.
And a weird kind of pug nose, big lips.
Yes.
It's weird.
Oh, well, and also it's the face is all scrunched in the middle of the head.
Yes.
So it's big features, but then the face itself is small and the head is big.
Yeah. And so he's this blonde man. Okay, so they give him this sketch. Then the funeral for the teens happens, right? And police later look at the photos of the crowds at the funeral, because there were hundreds of people there because it was this small town and everyone came to the funeral. And they notice an unidentified man in the crowd who looks almost exactly like the sketch.
Are you going to show me a picture of it?
Are you ready to be more creeped out than you've ever been in your life? Okay, hold on.
More than Beast of Jersey mask?
Yes. So just remember that sketch you just described and how it doesn't look like a real person.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at that.
Oh, no. It looks like a Eraserhead.
Yeah.
Eraserhead in the middle of the crowd.
It looks like they took that horrible drawing and then made it into a person's face.
Yes.
It doesn't look like it's a person's face, and it just doesn't look real.
I'm like reaching for the phone from Steven, like, give it back, because it looks like something's wrong with this person's face.
It looks like you know what it looks like? You know when that woman did that painting over the antique scrolls, and it just looked like a cartoon face all of a sudden?
Yes.
That's what it looks like.
Yes.
It's in a sea of normal faces too, so that's weird also.
But it also looks like, I mean, we could just keep on doing this, but there's an aspect to it that has a kind of like, what's that fucking guy? What's the director? What's Edward Scissorhands' director?
Oh, Tim Burton.
It's a Tim Burton cartoon character feel, like real dark circles under the eyes, and the eyes are big, and the cheekbones are big.
Like really white blonde hair, but I guess it's fucking Finland, so it's not that weird. Okay. We'll get back to this.
I just want to keep talking about it, because you know what it kind of looks like? It looks like he's wearing a mask.
Yeah, it's very fucking creepy.
It looks like a mask.
So then, but nobody knows who that person is. They couldn't identify him. And let's see. All right, so here are the suspects. There's a list.
The owner of the mask shop. I'd put him way up at the top.
My nightmares. Okay, so Carl Vladimir Gilstrom, known by the nickname as Kiosk Man, because he owns a kiosk at the campsite, which I think just means you buy shit there.
Oh, right.
Food, maybe.
Sure.
But he's like a notoriously fucking asshole, hates campers, where it's like, get another job then, dude.
People like to be unhappy.
That's true. He even sometimes will throw rocks at passing children. He's just a fucking grumpy asshole.
You can't do that.
I know. 1960, you can do anything you want.
In Finland, you can huck a rock at a child. Shithead camper.
Yeah. Relatives tell authorities that Carl, a few days after the murder, filled in the well on his property.
Uh-oh.
And so police are like, maybe the murder weapons are there and like the shit that he stole. So police search his property, but they're like, we didn't find anything incriminating, but they didn't dig up the well.
Oh, that's the one place it would be in.
I think that they must have been like, well, let's go see what we can find. And then based on that, we don't think we need to dig up the well, because also his wife gave him an alibi and said, I was with him all night.
We were down in that well.
She gave the alibi to the well, not to him. I was with that well all night.
She's like, don't you look at that well. Don't you talk to that well. But here's the thing. There's no reason to fill in a well. Nope. To fill in a well, that's like saying we'll never need water again.
Yeah.
People you put it like a cistern lid on the top of a well so people don't fall in.
Sure.
But you don't fucking fill it in like, sorry, we're not interested in water from the ground anymore.
That's a good point. And like, yeah. All right. So his wife's like, nope, totally with me, which we all know, like, fucking don't trust alibis from like moms and girlfriends and fucking boyfriends.
And people who have a reason to lie.
Yeah. Or have been threatened personally by the person who they're lying for.
Yeah.
So years later, he supposedly is shit-faced and tells his neighbor, quote, I killed them, which could mean anything.
True.
And then, while on her deathbed, his wife was like, FYI, fucking totally lied for him. Because he threatened to kill me. If I I didn't give him an alibi, he said he would kill me. Of course. But like, then it couldn't be completely verified. She had said it to a friend. He said that to the neighbor while he was drunk. And then in 1969, he kills himself, reportedly by drowning in Lake Bodom.
Oh.
Which is like fucking creepy.
Yeah. And thematic and weird.
Yeah. Also, FYI, we don't say committing suicide anymore.
I read about that.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah. So I just want to make sure I say the right term.
Yes.
So the morning, okay, then here's another dude. This dude, I fucking think did it.
Oh.
But everyone in fucking Finland thinks someone else did it.
Okay.
So this dude,
like this person. Oh, I'll let you tell me more than well guy, but I mean,
Wells, yeah. He's a good one. They're all good is the problem. Yeah. So the morning after the murders, this fucking dude named Hans Assmann.
One S or two?
Assmann.
Oh, come on.
I swear to
Finland.
God.
Your language isn't that hard to learn after all.
He's German. So this dude, Hans.
He's really into legs.
He's an ass man.
He's an ass man.
He goes into, Steven, don't laugh. Don't be immature.
Oh, no, Steven's whole head is red.
Steven's just bright red. Steven, don't be immature. This is a serious subject.
It's tension. We're laughing from the tension.
He goes to the Helsinki Surgical Hospital and he's fucking disheveled. He has black under his fingernails and his clothes are covered in red stains. And his behavior's super fucking sketchy and weird. The doctors and nurses all say he lies to them about why he looks the way he looks. And when they're like, question him further, he fucking pretends to be unconscious.
What?
Goodbye. Like, just close his eyes.
Head
like,
to the side?
Where were you last night? Good night. Yeah. I'm unconscious. Oh.
Assman, wake up.
I'm an Assman. And he's aggressive and nervous other times. So he's a fucking sketchballs. And it turns out, so he's from Germany. It was said to, he maybe started the rumor or it's true. It's hard to tell. He served as a guard in none other than Auschwitz.
No.
So he's a fucking, we hate this guy.
Yeah.
Served
none other than Auschwitz. I'm sorry, but that might need to be the title.
Well, it's like the one, you know what I mean? It's
exactly.
Like, it's not like, fucking Birkenau. It's like the fucking top of the line. Not to say that one is worse, Jesus. Not Jesus. Cut all of this out.
If you're going to name a concentration camp, Auschwitz is the one everybody's heard of.
None other than.
And all the other ones, there were so fucking many.
Yeah. So he is a guard at Auschwitz, but supposedly he became romantic. He fell in love with a Jewish girl, which is like, honey, that's not how it works.
I mean, yeah, then okay, go ahead.
It's really problematic.
I was gonna give Assman some advice, but I think we're past that.
So they're like, fuck you and send him to the front lines.
Oh.
Where he gets captured by Soviets and recruited to be a KGB spy.
Whoa.
So this guy's like just topping the fucking top of the line piece of shit.
And just having tons of bad experiences also. Yeah. I think it like went from, well, he was okay probably as a Nazi. They were the ones in power. And then it's like suddenly he's in a bad place.
Yeah. So his clothing matches the description of the Lake Bodom murderer, and he like a couple days after watching the news about what happened, cuts his blonde hair short. Oh. He lived just a short distance from the lake, and at the time, but he claimed to have a solid alibi also. So the police only had a brief meeting with Assmann and found little since they didn't want to cross-examine the doctors. So like they kind of didn't look into him, and a lot of people think it's because of the KGB connection that they didn't go after him.
Too scary.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So they didn't cross-examine the doctors. They didn't take his stained clothing in for examination to even see if it was fucking paint or whatever. Maybe.
It was just red stained clothing and that's all they knew.
Yep. And in spite of the fact that the doctors in attendance were certain that it was blood. And in fact, a doctor, Jorma Paulo at the hospital, he was one of the doctors to initially examine Assmann. He goes on to write 3 books about Assmann. He became obsessed with Assmann.
I bet.
And a former detective.
Can I say one joke?
Yeah.
Can we just square out a little time so that I can say he also went on to write the famous song "Baby Got Back"? That was not worth it. Steven, make me funny.
Are you proud of yourself?
No,
here?
It feels so bad. It feels terrible.
So former detective Maddie.
Wait, Steven liked it.
Steven did. Okay, former detective Maddie Polaro even went so far as to connect him with 5 other unsolved murders.
Fucks.
Including Kailiki Sari's murder in Isojoki. Got that wrong. And the Tulahiti double murders in Hainavesi. God, I don't know. A couple other murders.
We're going to find out from from our friends over in Scandinavia.
They're going to say, this is how you say it, and it's going to be illegible. It's going to be unreadable. So it's not going to help.
No, that's not true, because they, A, speak great English, and then B, they can do a phonetic spelling.
You're right.
Where they're like, it's da. We've gotten a couple good ones of those.
That's true. You're right. I'm sorry.
Appalachia, baby.
That's right. So, in one of those murders took place 10 months prior to the Lake Bodom murders. So he thinks this guy's like a fucking serial killer.
Also, if he was a Nazi guard, he has experienced and participated in things that are so beyond monstrous and animalistic that there's a chance that either it's a kind of a PTSD, like this is a thing I need to keep doing.
Yeah.
I mean, like he had a taste for it and he was one of those people. Like it makes so much sense.
Yeah.
You don't just like participate in the complete destruction and annihilation of these people and then walk away and be
have
like
power over all of them too. So you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yes.
And then get over it.
Yeah. And then just go like, oh, I'm going to live by a lake now and everything's cool.
Yeah. And he also had, and now let me show you his photo. Remember that? Keep in mind those two other ones I just showed
I'll
you.
never fucking forget them.
Well, get ready for fucking Exhibit C. Okay, because here we go. Ready?
Yeah. No!
It's identical. It looks like him.
Yes, it certainly does.
Right?
It's almost like the human version of that face, and that the guy at the funeral was like a crazy Halloween version of that face.
Totally. Show Steven. Or don't. It's him. I mean, it looks like him. I think he did it.
Those eyes.
Wow.
Those eyes.
That's such a disturbing face.
Yeah.
He almost looks like Udo Kier, you know, that actor, the character actor that always plays like he has light blue eyes and silver hair, and he always kind of just plays the creepy foreign guy that's judging something.
Like a talent contest?
It could be.
Okay. So, okay, there's another guy who confesses. Like, people just keep confessing. Whatever. I don't think this guy has anything to do with it. Cut to late March 2004.
Oh.
44 years after the murder, the case is reopened and the bloodstains are analyzed again, which leads Finnish police to declare that the case has been solved based on new evidence, and including the sudden testimony out of nowhere of a woman claiming to have been camping nearby that day.
Whoa.
But it's like new. She's like, oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. I was there that day.
Come on. Where was she?
Yeah.
Why didn't she speak up?
That's when they arrest none other than Nils Gustafsson for the murder of his friends and girlfriend.
No.
Yes. He had gone on to live a relatively normal life. He raised a family, retired from a long career as a school bus driver, and he's fucking arrested.
No.
According to the official statement, they think Nils erupted in jealous anger over his feelings over his girlfriend at the time, Bjorklund. They believe that he had gotten into a scuffle with his friend, the other dude, and that's how he sustained his injuries. So it wasn't even like he did them to himself.
To make it look like he was also attacked.
Right. Like they got into a fight, then he did that. So yeah, their proof was that Milo was the main target. So that was his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And they say that Nils's injuries were superficial and self-inflicted also. Oh. So like a little of both, I guess.
Yeah.
Which, okay. So I have a hard time with, because then like, why would he lay there till 11 o'clock? And that, if it happened at 6 a.m., and why would he lay there pretending to be unconscious until 11? Wouldn't he get up and go find someone and be like, oh, we were attacked and I
mean, that would make more sense, but maybe who knows? He's crazy enough to do it in the first place, but maybe he just like laid there and was just like, okay, this is going to be the best, most realistic way for me to get away with this.
Yeah, but what if it happened when the people saw a man walking away at 6 a.m.? That's fucking 5 hours.
But maybe he was like, maybe he wasn't laying there the entire time. Maybe he was like, he went and hit his shoes and he did this and he fucked around or whatever. And then maybe heard a car, heard someone, and then ran over and acted like he'd been laying there.
Okay. So the trial starts in August of 2005. The new witness, who had only come forward a year prior for a documentary interview, which is like, oh, honey.
Where were you?
You were nowhere. She claims that the two teen boys had entered her tent and that Nils had been behaving aggressively with her that night.
Huh.
Which I don't believe. The defense argued that the murders were a work of one or more outsiders, and that Nils would have been incapable of killing 3 people given the extent of his injuries. Because, like, you've got a fucking fractured jaw. You're not like, oof. You know what I mean?
Yes. Unless you're in a full rage.
Yeah.
And you're in shock and you can't feel your injuries.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people have talked about having happen.
Well, guess what?
Oh.
Nils gets fucking convicted.
Oh.
But after serving 1 year, it was granted in October 2005. The district court found Nils Gustafsson not guilty of all charges against him. They were like, no, that shouldn't have happened.
Wow.
Yeah. And he's
too circumstantial?
I think, yeah.
Okay.
So on his acquittal, the state of Finland pays him 44,000 euro for mental suffering caused by the long time in jail that he spent. But people still think he's guilty there, of course. And so here's what I think fucking happened. Remember in Oregon, at our live show, I did the case.
Yes, of those people camping and the man that looked like a cowboy.
Yeah.
And the girl wrote the book.
Okay, so it's the story of Terry Jenz, Jenz. The book's called Strange Piece of Paradise. It's fucking great. But so she was camping with a girlfriend of hers, and this fucking, what she thinks happened, she has to solve the case on her own, is fucking some dude in a crazy, just got dumped by his girlfriend somewhere else, had seen earlier and, knew that there were 2 girls camping alone and just went and took it out on them.
Yeah.
And fucking attacked them in this kind of the same manner, like while they were in the tent. And he was in the outside. And so some fucking crazy person who maybe they like cut him off earlier on the road, or maybe they like yelled something at him. They're these teenagers, you know?
Yes.
And Nils doesn't remember because he got a fucking concussion. And this guy just went crazy. I feel like attacking from the outside of the tent while you can't even see where the people are inside is just not about anything but rage.
Yeah.
It's not personal. It's not about one person in the tent. It's just, you just start swinging.
Yeah, you're just trying to inflict pain and horror on people.
And then the thing about like, there's missing shoes. He tries to steal these shoes. He steals a jacket. Is like, is this person on the run already? And is trying to get fucking clothing that looks, that he can use as a disguise.
Yeah. Or is he just kind of out on his own and doesn't have a lot of money and he's like, I need this. But then why would he? Oh, if you took that motorcycle, you'd get caught with a motorcycle and that'd be like, open and shut.
Right. Maybe he doesn't know how to drive a motorcycle.
Maybe he's too small.
It's a baby.
He's a tiny baby. So when they tested the blood on the shirts, it was Nils's blood, and that's what made them go, he did it.
When they tested the shoe, they tested his shoes. I can't tell exactly, but they did test his shoes, and all 3 of the murder victims' blood were on his shoes except for his.
Oh.
Which could be explained in a number of different ways.
Right.
But there was also supposedly no other blood type at the scene.
Oh.
But, I mean, there's if that's all you have is circumstantial evidence, that's not enough.
Right. Well, yeah, especially in this situation where there seem to be a million possibilities.
Right. And you have fucking evidence that I think it was, maybe even another person saw a blonde person leaving the fucking scene.
Yeah.
So they put another person there.
Yeah. And the face of the guy at the funeral. I mean, dude, if I was a cop, I'd just be like, we just need to figure out a way to get this guy up the street.
I don't even know who it is.
It looks like the Thing has a cousin who's a surfer.
And he's an ass man.
And he is an ass man from Finland.
Yeah. From Germany.
From Germany, living in Finland, visiting Finland.
From Russia.
Spent some time in Russia after college.
Via Russia and the
vis-a-vis
KGB.
Putin.
Karen solved it.
It's Putin.
Jesus. And that's the Lake Bodom murders. So they'll probably never be solved.
To this day. God.
Yeah. And can you believe they took him after all that time? After going through that, and they took him to fucking court and convicted him.
And then recanted.
Yeah.
I want to know more about the woman who got interviewed for the documentary and what her deal is.
I'm sure she's super normal.
I bet she's regular. She just thinks things through.
Yeah.
God, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
Also, it does, as awful as that story is, that you did the Portland
Terry
murder.
Jenz, yeah.
Yeah. That story is incredible.
The book, it's incredible. It's like this woman is a fucking fighter and she goes to try to solve her own case, 20 fucking years after it happened.
Yeah.
It's a really great book. I listened to it on tape or
Her
audio.
name's Terry Jentz.
Jentz. And it's Strange Piece of Paradise. I highly recommend the audiobook.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a great story when you told it. Wow.
Thanks.
Amazing.
Yeah. Thank you. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Wow. Guys, we did it.
We did it. We got through this. It's only been 45 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a record for us.
It really is.
We learned.
We loved.
We levitated. We've been levitating this whole time.
We have been levitating, and you can too if you just join the fan cult. Magical powers!
Yay!
Do you have a fucking hooray for this week?
I do.
Let us hear it.
So it turns out, and murderinos do more good shit in the world of that. Murderinos doing good stuff.
They keep doing it.
They just keep doing it. So this woman named Charlotte emailed us to let us know that so there was a fundraiser started for RAICES, RAICES. And so RAICES, RAICES, I hope I'm fucking saying that right, is the largest immigration legal services provider in Texas. Mm-hmm. And so this woman named Charlotte and this guy named Dave started a fundraiser on Facebook called Reunite an Immigrant Parent with Their Child.
Yes.
And it's raising money to do just that, which is fucking incredible. And I mean, these stories were why I donated money in my mother's name, is because it was just making me heartbroken, and it still is. They were going to try to raise 10 million, but they've raised 20 million.
Well, their first, are you talking about RAICES or are you talking about the Murderinos?
This is a fundraiser. It's not Murderino specific, but it turns out that Charlotte emailed us to let us know that they're Murderinos.
Oh, right. But I'm saying you don't mean RAICES, you mean these individuals.
Yes.
Okay. Because RAICES, when they put their thing up, their goal as that nonprofit, the day that story broke, when they put it up, they were like, we hope to raise $5,000. And they raised like several million.
Yeah.
Like they're getting so many donations that they had just like set up a whole other system of like how they're going to like actually put this money out. And it's such an amazing, beautiful response to such a disgusting, fucking frightening thing that's happening, where they're actually, interesting that we're talking about concentration camps.
Yeah.
That's what these fucking are.
Yeah.
That's what the government is setting up.
100%.
Yeah.
And so these are the helpers, and
they're taking action, and how much have they raised?
I think that, so I think it's 20 million in 12 days. And so you can go to Reunite an Immigrant Parent with Their Child, fundraiser for RAICES by Charlotte and Dave. It's on Facebook. I will donate as well. Or, donate to wherever you can that makes you feel good and makes you feel like your money's going to a good place.
Yep.
Even if it's $5, it's a good thing to do.
Yeah. Do that. And then my fucking hurry for this week will be, I went to therapy this morning. It was an especially good, sesh with my therapist because I had been out of town for a week. That's always good. But it was making me, these days I'm very philosophical in therapy because I've been in it for so long.
Yeah.
And I will say this, there's lots of people who tell us I started therapy because you guys talk about it. And I want to say this to people who start and maybe they're feeling like plateau type of feelings, like, oh, I've been in therapy for X number of years and I'm not getting what I thought I would get or something. Don't put some kind of weird expectation time limit on your therapy. Go to therapy and show up every week trying to learn something about yourself. I swear to God, if you can just stay in it. Like when I first went to therapy, I said to my therapist, I just need to know how to not say things that I don't want to say out loud at work so that people don't hate me and I don't hate everybody.
Yeah.
It was real basic and I thought she was just going to give me some tips and tricks and I'd be out of there.
That you don't do.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Just give me, what do normal people do and teach me that and then I'm going to be out of here.
Do I put a jelly button in a jar every time I fucking
rubber
jelly
band
button
on the wrist?
Did I say jelly button?
You said a jelly button, but And I don't see a can of wine anywhere near
drinking
you
today. Oh, this is all me. I could never blame it on fucking booze.
Jelly buttons.
Jelly buttons.
Yeah, no, I guess my point is like she was saying something about, that we're trying to, take off the armor of ego. That's what we were talking about today. And how hard it is because it's about vulnerability. But it's taken me 13 years to be in a discussion where we're talking about taking off the armor of ego. Because for a long time, I wanted to talk about how I don't have any problems, but what's everybody else going to do? And how are we going to trick everybody else into doing what I want?
Yeah.
And I just will say, and there were times where like when I left my ex and moved to New York, I stopped calling my therapist, and she would call me like every 2 to 3 weeks and be like, can we talk about why you don't want to talk to me? And I was just like, I can't talk to anybody. Yeah. You're allowed to do that and still go back to therapy.
Totally. The same therapist too.
Yeah.
They're not mad at you.
If you want to switch, if you want to say they're mad at you, whatever. Yeah. But like I went back and she was like, I want to talk about why you didn't trust me to even, and I said, can we just not talk about that now? Yeah. And then we sidelined it for 3 years and then we went back to it later. But I'm so thankful that I have this person that keeps me honest, that through like kind of dark times is the one that goes, yeah, but can I remind you? Yeah. And that basically is like, that's all well and good. You know, your complaints and your whatever you want to do
that you're trying to get away with.
But how about we talk about disarming the ego?
Right, the real reason
that we all have problems is because we're so scared to be vulnerable. We're so scared to be ourselves, and we're so scared to be in the moment.
Or we become these people because of trauma, past trauma, or the way we were raised and all this crazy shit.
Which is valid. Yeah. And our reactions about our trauma from the past are valid. It's the way our brains get trained to work because of what happened to us. But it doesn't mean that we have to live in it. It doesn't mean that we have to like continue to do it.
Totally.
We can retrain ourselves and we can just try something new. Yeah. And I don't know. It just seemed for so long. I just didn't have any hope for myself for so long because it was like, nah, I'm just this way and I'm kind of like this. And let's just
stuck
have it
in it.
Like,
it's never going to change. It's too much work to change.
Yeah.
I don't want to unpack this fucking painful shit.
Right. And that's all fine. But that's the fear telling you, don't leave the house. It's not worth trying. Yeah. You know, whatever. So I don't know.
I love it.
It's not easy, but it's so good for you.
Yeah. Let's say again, it's Psychology Today on their website. It has a really great therapist and psychologist and psychiatrist directory.
Yep.
You just put your zip code in. A lot of them have photos. So you kind of like, that woman has a kind face. It sure reminds me of my elementary school too. Like that's kind of how I found mine.
Same here.
Yeah.
Exactly the same.
I found a couple therapists on Psychology Today website. So,
and you get to shop until you find the one that you want to tell the worst possible thing you could tell to.
That's right.
Shop around, make it work for you, but keep on putting in the work.
Yeah. Good job. We're proud of you. And we're
very proud of you.
Very happy to be in this fucking community. This podcast has changed our lives in so many ways, but more than anything, it just makes us feel armed with so many incredible people and so many badasses and so many, I don't know.
No, you're right. It's like a circuit. It's whatever we're doing for you, you're also doing for us. It's pretty amazing. Yeah. And we feel lucky, and reach out to people if you're feeling stressed out and if you need help lately. It makes sense that you need help lately. We all do.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening.
Stay sexy.
And don't get murdered.
Goodbye.
Elvis, you want a cookie? Good boy.
Yeah.
Good boy.
This may surprise you, but clothes that feel good and look good don't have to be mutually exclusive.
Designs that make you feel as good as you look is what Hill House is known for.
Hill House Home invented the viral nap dress.
Hill House makes fun, versatile fashion that elevates your look. I now own 3 nap dresses. I love them. They're so comfy and cute. Pockets for days. You know? Get 15% off your first order of $100 or more at hillhousehome.com with code MFM15.
That's MFM15 for 15% off at hillhousehome.com.
Goodbye. The best time to think about home security is before you need it.
That's exactly why there's Simply Safe.
Traditional home security only alerts you after a break-in has already happened, and that's too late. Simply Safe is changing that.
Simply Safe's US-based live agents identify threats on your property and help deter them so intruders never get to your house.
The system is customizable so you can build one that fits your home and your specific needs.
The 24/7 professional monitoring is effective and affordable and won't lock you into a long-term contract.
I think that's what's so scary for so many people is that long-term contract. And like, whatever turns out you don't like it or need it, but they don't have that because they know you'll like it and you'll know that you need it and feel so much safer when you have it. Like at this point in my life, I would never go without a security system on my house. I just feel safer with actually having Simply Safe around.
There's a whole staff at Simply Safe that's waiting to talk to you and help you out. Right now, you can get 50% off your new system by visiting simplysafe.com/MFM.
That's half off at simplysafe.com/MFM.
There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Goodbye. Cheap Caribbean's Jet Set July sale is here.
Right now, save $200 on vacation packages of 4 nights or more with promo code 200BEACH.
Whether you're dreaming of Cancun, Jamaica, or the Dominican Republic, your next vacay just got more affordable.
Don't let summer pass you by without the beach.
Use promo code 200BEACH and get more sand for your dollar.
Head to cheapcaribbean.com today to book your beach vacay.
Goodbye.